In a world where city lights never dim and rural skies stretch endlessly, two teenagers are about to embark on a journey to the quaint village of Greenwood, a place where the pace of life slows and community thrives. Maya, a lively city girl, eagerly anticipates returning to the village she fondly remembers from childhood summers, where her grandmother's warm cottage awaits. To her, Greenwood is a sanctuary of simplicity and authenticity, offering a reprieve from the relentless rhythm of city life. Aiden, however, approaches the trip with reluctance. To him, Greenwood seems nothing more than an interruption to his familiar urban routine, a place devoid of the technology and excitement he thrives on. Convinced by his parents that a few weeks in the countryside will be good for him, he sets out with skepticism, prepared for a tedious experience. As they arrive in Greenwood, their paths inevitably cross, leading to shared experiences viewed through contrasting lenses. Narrated in alternate chapters by Maya and Aiden, the story unfolds to reveal how their differing backgrounds shape their interpretations of the same events. Through this exploration, they discover the unexpected beauty of understanding another's perspective, leading to an unlikely friendship that enriches both their lives and transforms their time in the village into an unforgettable journey of growth and connection.
The sound of the train rumbling through the countryside was a soothing lullaby. I leaned against the window, watching the golden fields blur by. This journey from the bustling city to the peaceful village of Greenwood always felt like a breath of fresh air. I closed my eyes, reminiscing about the summers the first spent at my grandmother's cottage, surrounded by lush gardens and the scent of freshly baked bread. The thought of reconnecting with my roots filled me with excitement and nostalgia. I imagined long walks by the river, evenings spent listening to Grandma's stories, and the simple joy of picking apples from the orchard. Life in the city had its perks, but nothing compared to the tranquility of Greenwood.
The train was packed, and the noise was unbearable. I sat squeezed between strangers, feeling claustrophobic. Greenwood wasn't exactly my idea of a perfect getaway, but my parents insisted. They said it would be good for me, a chance to escape the distractions of city life and focus on what truly mattered. I couldn't understand their fascination with the countryside. The idea of spending time in a place with no Wi-Fi and nothing but trees and fields seemed pointless. I couldn't wait for the trip to be over, so I could get back to my world of bustling streets and bright lights.
Stepping off the train, I inhaled deeply, taking in the crisp, clean air. Greenwood Station was quaint and charming, with wildflowers growing along the tracks. I spotted Grandma waiting for me, her smile as warm and welcoming as ever. Her embrace was like a comforting blanket, wrapping me in love and familiarity. As we walked to her cottage, I listened to her talk about the town and the people. Her stories painted a vibrant picture of community and connection, a stark contrast to the anonymous life in the city. I felt a sense of belonging here that I had been missing.
The train station was tiny and old-fashioned, a stark contrast to the sleek terminals I was used to. I shuffled out, trying not to wrinkle my clothes in the process. My aunt was there, waving enthusiastically. Her energy was infectious, but all I could think about was how different everything was. Walking through the town, I couldn't help but notice how slow everything felt. People stopped to chat with each other, and the roads were quiet. I couldn't understand how anyone could find this appealing. The only thing I found interesting was the idea of trying to make the best of a boring situation.
Settling into Grandma's cottage was like slipping into a well-loved book. The cozy rooms and the scent of lavender made me feel at home instantly. I spent my days exploring the gardens, rediscovering hidden corners I had forgotten about. There was magic in the simplicity of life here. One afternoon, I wandered down to the river and met a boy my age sitting on the bank. We started talking, and despite our differences, I found his perspective refreshing. He was skeptical about the countryside, but there was something intriguing about his candidness.
The cottage was small and cluttered, filled with trinkets and antiques. I tried to find some space to call my own amidst the chaos. During the days, I explored out of sheer boredom. The countryside was exactly as dull as I had imagined, but there was a certain beauty to the unchanging landscape. One afternoon, I stumbled upon the river and found a girl there sketching. We struck up a conversation, and I was surprised at how easy it was to talk to her. She seemed to genuinely love this place, and her passion was almost contagious. It was strange to find someone who saw the world so differently.
As days turned into weeks, I found myself looking forward to my encounters with Aiden. His sharp wit and city anecdotes added a new layer to my experience in Greenwood. We spent hours by the river, sharing stories and debating the merits of city versus country life. Through his eyes, I began to appreciate aspects of city life I had overlooked. His perspective challenged me, made me think, and deepened my understanding of my own roots. It was fascinating how two people from such different worlds could find common ground.
To my surprise, the days in Greenwood started to blend together in a pleasant way. My conversations with Maya became the highlight of my days. Her enthusiasm for the simple things in life was infectious, and I found myself questioning my disdain for the countryside. Through our talks, I discovered a side of myself that was curious and open to new experiences. Maya's stories of her childhood here made me see Greenwood in a different light. It wasn't just a sleepy village, it was a place full of history and connection.
Back in the city, I found myself reflecting on my time in Greenwood more than I had anticipated. The vibrant energy of city life was intoxicating, but I missed the quiet moments by the river, the peacefulness of the countryside. Aiden's words often echoed in my mind, making me question what I truly valued. We kept in touch, exchanging messages and photos. His updates about city life were humorous and insightful, offering a glimpse into a world I had never fully appreciated. I realized that the city had its own charm and vitality, just as meaningful as the tranquility of Greenwood.
Returning to the city felt like slipping back into a familiar rhythm. Yet something had shifted in me. My days were filled with the usual hustle, but I couldn't shake the memories of Greenwood. Maya's perspective had opened my eyes to the value of slowing down and savoring the present. I often found myself at the local park, sitting on a bench and watching the world go by. It was my way of holding onto the simplicity I had discovered in Greenwood. Maya and I exchanged messages regularly, her updates from the village bringing a sense of balance to my city life.
As the months passed, I found myself longing to visit Greenwood again, to immerse myself in the memories and experiences that had shaped me. I decided to organize a small gathering at Grandma's cottage, inviting a few friends from the city, including Aiden. The idea excited me, a chance to blend the two worlds I had come to appreciate. I wanted my city friends to experience the magic of the countryside, and for Aiden to see how the city could bring its own vibrancy to the village.
Maya's invitation to Greenwood was unexpected but welcome. I was curious to see how the city crowd would react to the village life I had initially found so unappealing. As we arrived, I felt a wave of nostalgia, the memories of my previous visit rushing back. The gathering was a success, filled with laughter and shared stories. Watching my city friends explore Greenwood, I realized how much I had changed. I no longer saw the countryside as dull. Instead, I appreciated it as a refreshing counterbalance to my hectic urban life.
Seeing my city friends enjoy Greenwood was fulfilling. They marveled at the open spaces, the clear skies, and the sense of community that pervaded the village. Aiden seemed different too, more relaxed, more at ease with the slower pace of life. We spent a lot of time together during the visit, revisiting our favorite spots and creating new memories. Our friendship had deepened, rooted in mutual respect and understanding. I knew that no matter where life took us, we would always carry a piece of each other's world within us.
Leaving Greenwood this time was bittersweet. I had come to appreciate its charms and the people who made it special. Maya's influence had transformed my perception, allowing me to see beauty in both city and countryside. Back in the city, I embraced life with renewed vigor. I found ways to incorporate the lessons from Greenwood into my routine, seeking balance and simplicity amidst the chaos. Maya and I remained close, our friendship a testament to the power of contrasting perspectives.
After the gathering at Grandma's cottage, I felt an even stronger connection to both Greenwood and the city. My friends' reactions to the village opened my eyes to new possibilities. Their excitement and curiosity made me see Greenwood through fresh eyes, blending the new with the familiar. I began to explore ways to bring a piece of Greenwood to the city. I started a small community garden in my neighborhood, inviting friends and neighbors to join. It became a sanctuary, a place where we could escape the city's hustle and reconnect with nature. Aiden visited often, helping with the planting and sharing stories of city life.
Maya's garden project was inspiring. It was fascinating to see her passion for the countryside manifest in the city, creating a little oasis amidst the concrete jungle. I found myself spending more time there, finding solace in the simple act of nurturing plants. The garden became a bridge between our worlds, drawing people from all walks of life. It was amazing to see how a shared love for nature could foster connections and build a community. Maya and I often sat in the garden, reflecting on how our friendship had transformed us.
The garden flourished, and with it, so did our community. People shared seeds, stories, and laughter, and it reminded me of the sense of belonging I felt in Greenwood. I saw how my city friends appreciated the simplicity and beauty of nature, much like I did. Aiden's presence was a constant support, and our bond grew stronger. We often talked about how our different backgrounds had enriched our lives. I realized that embracing diverse perspectives was a way to grow and learn, to see the world with a wider lens.
Being involved in the garden project changed my outlook. I started to appreciate the little things: the rustling of leaves, the smell of fresh soil, the satisfaction of seeing a seedling grow. It was a welcome contrast to the fast-paced city life I was used to. Maya's vision for the garden was contagious, and I found myself drawn into her world of simplicity and connection. Our conversations often revolved around our dreams and aspirations, and I felt grateful for a friendship that challenged and inspired me to see beyond my own experiences.
As the seasons changed, so did our garden, reflecting the vibrant tapestry of life. The garden became a symbol of our friendship, a testament to the growth and understanding we had cultivated. We organized events and workshops, sharing our journey with others and encouraging them to explore different perspectives. Our story was featured in a local magazine, highlighting the power of community and the beauty of embracing differences. It was heartwarming to see how our small project had touched so many lives, bridging the gap between city and countryside.
Seeing our story shared with a wider audience was surreal. It made me realize how far I had come since my first reluctant visit to Greenwood. The garden was a living testament to the journey Maya and I had embarked on, a journey that had enriched our lives in unimaginable ways. Our friendship had taught me the importance of stepping outside my comfort zone, of embracing change and diversity. I knew that wherever life took us, the lessons we had learned would continue to guide us, reminding us of the beauty that lies in our differences.
Maya and Aiden's story continues, a testament to the power of friendship and the transformative impact of embracing diverse perspectives. Their journey from contrasting backgrounds to a shared vision illustrates that growth often lies in the spaces where worlds collide and connections are made. Through their story, we are reminded that life's richness is found in the blend of experiences, the weaving together of different viewpoints, and the friendships that push us to see the world through new eyes.